In this video, we'll be taking a look at one college football game happening on September 21st, 2023, and providing you with a free team pick and total pick for this game, so 2 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this one college football game after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Georgia State versus Coastal Carolina. There will be Sun Belt Conference football action this Thursday night as the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers play host to the Georgia State Panthers. The Panthers come in at 3-0 as they hope to avenge a 41-24 home loss to Coastal Carolina last season. The Chanticleers are 2-1 on the season and have won 2 straight games after an opening week loss at UCLA. The Georgia State Panthers have been an incredible offensive team throughout the season as they are averaging 39 points on 462 total yards of offense. The Panthers have been depending on the ground game to dominate as senior running back Marcus Carroll has been a force with the football. So far this season, he has 67 rushes for 358 yards with 7 rushing touchdowns as well as 5 catches for 15 yards. This offense is going to be able to do well in both the running and passing games, so it will be interesting to see how the offense does going forward. The defense of the Georgia State Panthers have been struggling a bit as they are allowing 25 points on 400.7 total yards per game. They are doing decently well in terms of applying pressure as a team as they have recorded 7 sacks, 9 pass deflections, 4 interceptions, 4 forced fumbles, and 3 fumble recoveries. Senior cornerback Gavin Pringle has been their best defensive player as he has 8 solo tackles, 1 sack, a pair of interceptions, and a pass deflection. This defense needs to step up if they want to remain undefeated as they begin conference play. The Panthers come into this matchup equipped to go toe-to-toe with the Chanticleers after being outgunned by their offense a season ago. Georgia State is 17th in the country in total offense thus far on the season. They are 36th on the ground and 19th through the air. On the defensive end, Georgia State ranks 48th in total defense this season. The Panthers are 14th against the run but have struggled against the pass, ranking just 101st in the country. Georgia State has been good with the ball thus far. They are ranked 5th in the nation in turnover differential with a +2 thus far. The Panthers have struggled with penalties, however, ranking 80th in the nation in penalties per game. The Coastal Carolina Chanticleers have been dominating offensively as they're averaging 36 points on 419.7 total yards per game throughout the season. Senior quarterback Grayson McCall has been doing pretty well throughout the season as he is currently 6-0 of 8-7 for 708 yards with 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. McCall needs to figure things out if they want to step up and get to the next level throughout the season. The defense has been doing incredibly well as they are giving up 17 points on 385.7 total yards per game. They have struggled to defend against the run game as they are allowing 174 rushing yards per game throughout the season. Their secondary has been doing extremely well as they have recorded 9 pass deflections, 6 interceptions, 3 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries. Senior safety Clayton Isbell is leading the way for the secondary as he has 15 total tackles with 3 interceptions thus far. The Chanticleers need to continue playing well as they can be a threat throughout the Sun Belt. Coastal Carolina finished 2022 at 9-4, including 6-2 in the Sun Belt Conference. Hopes are high that their success will continue this season, particularly with the return of quarterback Grayson McCall for his 3rd season. Thus far, Coastal ranks 64th in total offense in the nation. They are just 105th rushing the football but a far more impressive 32nd in the country through the air. On the defensive end, the Chanticleers are ranked 88th in the nation through 3 games. They have the 95th best run defense and the 70th ranked pass defense. Coastal Carolina is ranked 33rd in the country in turnover differential at +0.5 through their first 3 games. They have been far more efficient in terms of committing penalties thus far, ranking an impressive 14th in the nation in penalties per game. This will be the first conference game of the season for both teams. Coastal is favored to win the Sun Belt, but Georgia State is better than most people expected. The Panthers come into this matchup a perfect 3-0 and off to the best start in school history. They also come in with one of the best defenses in the country and have done a good job protecting the football this season. The key to this game will be the Panthers' ability to run the ball against a Coastal Carolina defense that ranks just 95th in the country at stopping the run. Coastal has had a hard time running the ball this season, so Georgia State can take some chances and play more nickel and dime looks against McCall and the Chanticleers' passing attack. I expect Georgia State to control the tempo as the team is more capable of utilizing both their run game and passing game together in this game, while Coastal will be far more reliant on their passing attack. The Georgia State Panthers have been struggling to defend the passing game as they are allowing 317.3 passing yards per game, and Grayson McCall should dominate in this matchup. Last season, McCall had a stellar performance in this matchup where he led the Panthers to a 41-24. The Chanticleers have shown the ability to get in front of the intended receivers. I get why Coastal would be favored at home here, but the problem here is that I'm not sold on the Chanticleers so far this season outside of Grayson McCall. Georgia State's had some issues defensively, and there's going to be points in this game, but Georgia State's offense has been electric to this point, and I just think we're getting points with what I feel is the slightly better team. This looks like a field goal game to me, and the near touchdown line is more than enough to swing my money toward the Panthers. So the Georgia State Panthers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Georgia State runs a fast-paced, run-first offense with a dual-threat quarterback who only adds to the rushing threat. Coastal defends the pass well, but has been quite vulnerable on the ground this season, and I would expect the Panthers to chew up a lot of yards on the ground and keep the Chanticleers reeling. On the other side, veteran quarterback Grayson McCall has been nearly perfect so far this season, and he has some dangerous receivers to throw to. The Panthers have been gashed through the air, and McCall could shred them on Thursday. The particular pairings of strengths and weaknesses between these two teams is a perfect mixture for lots of scoring. Georgia State plays at one of the fastest paces in the country, and both defenses are going to give up some long plays. Bear in mind also that Thursday games mean quick turnarounds for the coaching staff and less time to put in new wrinkles to the game plan. Teams tend to stick to what they have already been doing. These offenses have shown to be solid throughout the opening few weeks of the regular season, so the scoring opportunities are going to be there. These teams combined for 65 points in their head-to-head matchup last season, so points should be scored. We discussed earlier Georgia State struggling against the pass, but Coastal Carolina is brutal against the run. That will open up the playbook for Carroll to dominate and for points to be scored. Expect to see the chains continue to move throughout the game as a result. The over has hit in 4 of the previous 5 Panthers games, as well as in 7 of the last 13 Chanticleers games. I suspect this game could turn into a track meet as two talented quarterbacks trade scores. The places where each offense excels are also the places where the opposing defense is weak, and that looks like a recipe for a ton of points. All the conditions are there for a high-scoring game. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.